in the first half and letting that one fall apart. And then, the Arizona game they felt like they had, USC.
17, he just shifted out of the backfield. So they have two true running backs plus him today. And this is a Marion Miller, who they really think 11 catches football last year, and he still set a single-season passing record at Colorado.
Yeah. And look, and again, just took a sack there.
It's 3rd and 5 on the screen. 3rd and 12 on the field is actually what it is. And Shador steps up and delivers right on the money. LeJonte Marion Miller, that's the receiver group that they feel like can be really productive this year. And we
down again.
And now this is Harge who gets the carry and the first down.
And every great quarterback's friend is a great running game.
You mentioned Charlie.
Watch for another one-on-one up top here to Travis Hunter.
Hunter wearing the gray because he's going both ways, and he goes down and makes the catch.
Now, he can do so much. And what ends up happening is you get a little one-on-one action up top, which the offense took advantage of. And we were able to convert on that first down.
And he made a face like, come on. Of course he's going to start at left tackle. There's Hunter again, and coming up to make the tackle, Israel Solomon.
Coming in and being able to play quickly.
This is another 3rd down here for Sanders, and he puts it right on Jimmy Horn. And Jimmy Horn, we'll talk about it later. Love their starting secondary. Shador, right on the money to LeJonte Wester.
And just like on key, Mata don't miss.
Mata don't miss.
Not just cold, but we've got a good wind coming through as well. Again, it snowed this morning. Their team in spring football with this kind of weather.
Christian Sarum, one of the available running backs today, gets the secondary coach there, most recently taken over as the defensive coordinator. Ryan Staub, the backup quarterback, is a tackle.
I'm watching Travis Hunter working in the middle as a nickel as opposed to outside as a corner, just trying to get him more involved, being able to.
Australia guy who averaged over 44 yards per punt last year. It was not a great defense last year by any stretch in quarter. And the #1 offense is back out. And Shador Sanders is going to take a shot. And right through the basket of LeJonte West.
Hey, what a great, how about this? This is just great play all the way around. Great job by the receiver stacking. Great job by the defensive.
You saw the safety there was Herman Smith. This carry for Isaiah Harge. Smith played at Idaho State last year, but was at Jackson State.
That you kept seeing over and over again was experience. In particular on the offensive line. As Travis Hunter, ball goes through his hands, he was going to want that one back. Get the ball out of his hands again quickly.
And that's batted down by Taurine Carter. And that was his Kansas. Coming up to make the tackle there is Jeremiah Brown.
Really nice job by Brown. Got him over the middle.
And going up to make the catch is West.
With Pat Shermer about yesterday in his office, you can train all these different things. You can talk about plays you're comfortable with, but every now and again you can wave. But Shador buys time with his feet, and here gets the ball out of his hands again quickly to Marion Miller, but is behind Coach Sanders. He hasn't, Coach Prime isn't looking at it because I think he'd be irritated by the scoring system.
This is Isaiah Harge cutting it back, and he will score. Again, the only 2 other running backs available today, so they moved Harge from defense.
No, you didn't. So, yesterday when we were in practice, matter of fact, they were running out of running because nobody was going to try to tackle him.
Extra points good for Mata.
Put them in much more simplified defensive schemes. They can protect Shador in a better way as well.
You just saw Shiloh Sanders there, 21, the safety, more center field verbally this year.
Yeah, I think the term he uses being the quarterback back there, right? A quarter offense right now, which I think a lot of old school Buff fans love to see.
The #2 defense against the #1 offense. There's Trevor Woods, the safety. It's a secondary that they think is basically.
I mean, and by having those guys step in, especially at the corner spot, allows you to do some things with Travis Hunter and move him.
Preston Hodge.
Move him back in. And the reason I can say that, because I played it. There was nothing harder. Because those receivers inside have two-way goes. They can go wherever they want, and they have a bunch of room to help them. And so when you have a guy that talented who can move inside, it is a
week that said Hodge is a heck of a player. They really liked him, and they think Colorado got a really good player at corner. He comes over to defense, and I said to him, "Do you need a rest?" He said, "You should have seen the look on his face." He looked at me like I was crazy. No rest. Doesn't need a rest.
Watch to see the linebackers now stepping out with the running backs and one-on-one up top, and defense gets a stop again.
Yeah, the number one offense cannot. You're right. The way he said it to us was, it makes you better on one side of the ball because you have to. Walter Taylor, the sophomore transfer from Vanderbilt, in at quarterback. You can see how big he is, wearing number 9 in gold, his first snap of the day.
That grocery bill is large.
The grocery bill is definitely large. And it's incomplete as he's looking in the flat for the receivers are very good. Tight end, they got some questions, and they even have switched to tight end, and he's part of the tight end battle. Not on the field right now for Colorado, and that gets broken up by Israel.
Transferred here to Colorado, and Grimmers can get this run game going.
That list, for reference, there was not a single player on that list that had a catch in 2023. So, that's.
As we wind down here in the first half, what's interesting is you see all these guys running around with the. Just saw that the NFL has passed a rule where in the fall this season you'll see as the ball gets loose. So once again, player safety being a priority. As the ball came out there.
Quarterbacks we see today. And that is dropped. Oh, Israel Solomon.
We were together in Nevada, and he said every defensive player will get up after a play like this, and it's called the ceremonial hand clap. That's why they're wearing different jerseys. So the defensive players are where we don't get near the quarterbacks. And just as I say it,
wow,
you get a defensive player squatting down at the quarterback's hand. But don't touch the quarterback. That's the general rule. Maybe all bets are off today. I'm not really sure, but that is.
Well, did he touch him? Or did he just hit the ball? That's the most experienced defensive player on the line. He started his career at Spring Hill, Tennessee for Taylor. That is Spring Hill, Tennessee for Destin Wade. Jackson, Alabama. Let's get Taylor's hometown on record. But Destin Wade.
Keith Jackson. Oh, to Keith Jackson.
That's
As
right.
we get another great run up the middle by Mr. Harge.
Well, game in large part because of the work you did. So, as you see year 2 of Coach Prime, what's this been like to be around?
It's been amazing what Coach Prime has done for this program in going to a more positive way. It's been great, man. It's been great seeing the type of athletes that we're able to get here in this program.
The tunnel down there is staying dry because
yeah.
The elements are not great today. But I think fans really want to see you out there again. And we know the last
man. So it's exciting, but it's a different journey from here now.
Well, first of all, congratulations on a great career. I mean, there was a time probably coming out of high school where some people
draft next year.
I love it. He says he wishes he was. I think you, me, Guy, and everybody else in the stadium. Not just here at CU, but watching him be able to do it at the highest level. As we get some trickeration on the reverse.
This is Caleb Mathis scoring.
It looks like he's moved things back to the 22-yard line. But we got another reverse.
Well, we were just talking to Philip Lindsay, and he mentioned our next guest, Chidobe Awuzie.
When I first came into the league, they were making fun of me for going to Colorado or being a Pac-12 guy, but now it's like, they're asking me for.
And you actually stepped forward and said, hey, you know what? Instead of that, how about we do this? And it really just showed when a guy has a firm grasp on the system, that's offense past defense.
As the rain continues to fall here in Boulder. And Jimmy Horn. And there's Wester, pardon me. DeJounte Wester with another catch. 8 games.
I don't know.
Well, I was just talking about the one-possession games last year, but it actually gives us a chance.
I was in my 30s, and then it finally got to the point where I wasn't doing that anymore. I wasn't doing that anymore. So as we see the offense continue to work, quarterback spot, Ryan Staub got a chance to start against Utah, but they want to continue to have competition. It's another nice throw over the middle.
That's from Staub to Caleb. Oh, no, that's Savell Smalls. We got 2 number 13.
You can't come over and steal my number. You got to If you're going to come over, you got to get your own number. And again, we see the quarterback. The running back goes to the right. That means the left outside linebacker should be open. Now, of course, again, just because I say it, they drop into a zone. But typically what happens is whichever linebacker is left in the middle, or if that running back.
Placement and touch. Placement in the rain. There was some anticipation that it might shorten things today.
Looks like we have one of those.
All right,
so
I got excited there for a second.
Oh, what the. As you hear the reaction was left. Or, you know, the expectations he has of the players in terms of how they, how they conduct themselves.
The defensive player going up against Tyler Johnson. The Houston train.
3 for the win.
All right, Shane Coates against Tyler Johnson.
Oh, looks like we got a stalemate. Offensive line wins.
Coach
Coach Sapp was trying to claim that it was a tie when it was actually a loss for the defense.
There's their win for Taurine.
Coach Sapp, Shedeur Sanders with him. Oh, now that one should be a defense with that one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all low right there. 2, they're in the middle. As your leader, you got a chance.